I think people get that little bite of curiosity, as we say at Cat Fight Club. You get bitten, you get that little curiosity bug, and you just there's no end to it. You just always want to try new things and see what new flavors you can get from different producers, from different regions, etc. Agave is our history. Me and my partner Jesse grew up in San Francisco, California, where we saw a lot of mezcals and tequilas in the markets before many other places. And then rice is the future, we feel like. We both moved to the region about 4 or 5 years ago and have been bartending here, myself in Thailand, Jesse here in Singapore. And we just thought it was strange that we live in a place that has such a history of using rice in different spirits, from baijiu to sakes to soju, but you just don't see it in the bars, in the cocktail bars. Hi, my name is Gabriel Lowe. I'm currently at Cat Fight Club here in Singapore. Something excellent about having a smaller bar is that every guest gets a lot of attention. We get to describe the menu and the different drinks in detail with everyone that comes in. Everyone that works here on staff is a bartender. It's not a host and a waiter. Me, myself, I rotate from working on the floor to working at the front door, and everyone does the same thing. So whenever you interact with someone at Cat Fight Club, they have a full knowledge of the menu and can really help educate the guests to get something that they're going to enjoy. And yeah, the reception's been fantastic. Making our signature rice cocktail. So we have like our hero agave cocktail and then our hero rice cocktail. So this is called a Soju Sprint. It's a soju-based cocktail with a little bit of sherry, a touch of peach liqueur, dash of absinthe, and some fresh citrus. We shake that up and top it off with soda, so it's a very light, refreshing cocktail that still has the flavor of the soju in the front. Suppose I should. Just start with a few dashes of absinthe. Add our citrus. We do a citrus blend here, which is kind of unique. So all of our citrus drinks have a mixture of lemon and lime. Honey syrup. This is a slightly diluted raw honey, diluted just so that it pours easier and doesn't get stuck in the jigger, so you get an accurate measurement. The rest of the booze is here in this batch, which ensures accuracy and speedy delivery of cocktails to your table. So you have Toki soju in here. This is a 40% soju, a little stronger than what you might commonly see, the 16 to 23% range. The Amontillado Sherry and the peach liqueur in there. A nice frosty glass for you. Too close? Too close? Where should we put that? That's better. Cool. Giving that a quick whip just to combine the ingredients. Don't need all the dilution from a normal shake because we're topping that off with soda. And just for a little aroma on top, it's a little mint leaf, kind of the garnish you'd get from, maybe a highball, just a very slight bit of aroma on top for you. And there you go. That's the Soju Sprint. Can I drink it? I'd rather hand it to you. It feels more natural, but it's going to get my phone all wet. Well, like I said, you get the base spirit, the soju, comes through in a really nice, like rich, malty way. You get from that rice spirit. The peach liqueur, there's just a little hint of it. So we would never make anything that's overly sweet here, but that really just works with that soju beautifully. A little bit of sherry in there. We use sherry in a lot of things. It adds a nice savory note, little bit of nuttiness to it, and just blends the other flavors together nicely. Overall, though, it's a light, refreshing highball. Something that I think anyone could get for the first time, and it would really make them think, "Oh, I do understand that I could have a soju in a cocktail." Yeah, so soju is a spirit. It's Korea's national spirit. It was traditionally made from 100% rice. Through, let's say, relationship building and lobbying, that classification got changed so that people could make it with a variety of different base materials. There has been a surge in the production of the more classic 100% rice style soju in the last couple of years. And that's really growing rapidly, not just within everyday drinkers, but also within the cocktail scene across Korea and in other countries. So the flavor that you get comes through better at a higher ABV. That's going to be true of basically all spirits. Once you're mixing it with some things, diluting it a little bit, the purer it is, the higher in alcohol it is just less dilution. So you're just getting more of that robust flavor. Think about the difference between drinking a whiskey neat or a whiskey on ice. No matter what the dilution is, it's gonna make it a little better if you start with a higher ABV. The flavor is it's you get a little bit of like earthy, fruity maltiness from it. The best way to describe it. If you've ever had an unaged whiskey, there are similarities there because it is an unaged grain spirit, but it's much rounder. It's not like a harsh moonshine you might get. This spirit doesn't require barrel aging for it to be drinkable on its own. Although I will add there are some barrel aged variations that are quite delicious as well. Let's plug our friends here. That's what we use there. That's Toki Soju, which is becoming available in many more markets. But yeah, this one's a 40% ABV. It's from production is currently in a few different places, but it's from Korea. They originated a few hours outside of Seoul. So this is like our house soju that we use for a lot of cocktails. What I love about agave spirits is that there's just an unlimited variety to try. I mean, if you look at our back bar here, we have about 100 SKUs of tequilas, mezcals, sochols. And since mezcal can be made from so many different agaves in different regions with different processes, the combination that you get is just always going to be a little bit different and cool to explore. Yeah, it's being very well received. There's fans are just popping up left and right because they hear there's an agave bar hidden here. So it's I don't think it's going to stop. I think the curiosity is going to keep on growing. I hate to use that term. It feels very 2007 to me, but we aren't operating illegally, and you don't need a password to get in. So we do want people to come that really like what we have to offer. We think that we'll get the best clientele by people that love what we're doing, bringing their friends in and telling their friends about it, rather than just putting a big billboard outside that says we have cocktails here. So we're letting our clientele grow very naturally in that sense, but we don't want anyone to not come in. We don't want to hide. We're just kind of hidden because of where we are. There's a sign out front. A big red sign. A nice variety. We've had a lot of people that are just neighbors that come to the cafe during the day and then here there's a bar and come and check us out at night. That's a big benefit to having a business in the front end that's operating during the day, is that people are already used to coming in here. The cafe has been established for a number of years and is a kind of beloved space in the neighborhood. I've had a couple people come in that work in offices right next door and they say, "Oh, I love tequila. I love mezcal." And it's like we open just for them. So that's a really awesome feeling. There's also people that come in because they follow, a certain hashtag on Instagram. They follow mezcal or tequila or something like that, or Cocktail Bar Singapore. And one of our early articles just happened to get into their algorithm, and they stumble in and are pretty happy to find us if that's what they're into. First of all, within the industry, it's very inclusive. Everyone really tries to help each other out, which is fantastic. I've never seen such a sense of community in a city in terms of like all the bars just being one big group. What's great about the clientele here is that they really are interested in trying cocktails. I've worked places where maybe people order off the cocktail menu 10-15% of the time, but here it's the reverse. I'd say 90+% of people like to order off the cocktail menu and just try out different things. So that's what makes it such an exciting market to be creative and make drinks in, is you have the clientele that are backing you on it.